Kristin Chenoweth singing from her new CD, As I Am, and she joins me now. Thank you so much for singing.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're slowly becoming a guest almost more than anyone else here on our show.
And I feel right at home here, so I'm so glad I got to.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
You do a lot of different things, and a lot of people find that difficult. They get pegged one way or the other, that you can do opera, and you can do a belt, and you can do a country thing. Have you had a difficult time trying to break out and to do a lot of different things, or people let you do whatever you want to do?
You know, I'm lucky because, like, with this record, it has more of a gospel country feel, which is how I grew up singing. And I'm with Sony Classical, so I'm lucky that they said, go for it. I mean, that's part of who you are, too. And maybe the next record will be all classical arias, you know. I don't look at it as a curse. I just look at it as you have to really stay healthy and take care of your voice, because my voice does a lot of things. And also with my speaking voice. So, you know, when I do character parts, it seems like I'm up here a lot, and I'm using my voice in a lot of different ways. So my main concern for me is just take care of it, you know.
There's a lot of variety on the new CD, but let's talk about some of the religious things and maybe the early upbringing. Were you in the choir in Oklahoma?
Yes. I'm from the Bible Belt and grew up Southern Baptist. I grew up singing in church, and I hate to say I got my start in church, but I did.
A lot of people do. A lot of people say that.
A lot of people do. Sandy Patty and Amy Grant were huge influences in my life. Another artist by the name of Evie Turnquist, Michael W. Smith. These were the people that I listened to, as well as Judy Garland and Barbra Streisand. I'm a very eclectic kid. But, you know, for me, what made me really want to become a singer was being in gospel music, and Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire. So, you know, just growing up in Oklahoma, that was the influence I had. It wasn't until college that my voice teacher said, you know, you have a whole other part of your voice. So this album actually has a couple Jesus songs on there. It has a Faith Hill song and a Trisha Yearwood song that is non-religious, and a musical theater favorite that I'm known for, which is Taylor the Latte Boy.
We're going to hear that just in a little bit.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad I'm going to get to do it, because I don't want people anyone of my fans or anyone to think, just Christian record. It's an inspirational record. I wanted to make it after 9/11, but I'm just glad I'm getting to do it now, because no matter what you believe or don't believe, it's a record that you can put in on the treadmill or in the car or wherever, and I think enjoy, you know, be happy about it, just smile.
Does your faith inform your creativity in some way?
Well, my faith is a huge part of who I am, but I'm not a fanatic, and I think I have to be very not careful about what I say and do, but I'm not hiding the fact I'm a Christian, but I'm also a real person living in the real world, so I'm not so conservative that I'm living in a bubble. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know, I have a lot of friends on Broadway. I work with all different types of people who have all different types of faith, and let me tell you something, I respect it. I respect them and their faith, and I think that's why they respect me for what I believe.
The jump actually didn't go from singing in church right to Broadway, which a lot of people know you from. There was a time in there, which people may not even know, where you were really heavy into opera.
Yes.
And you thought that might be your career for a while, right?
I thought, well, what happened, Elliott, was I got a pageant scholarship to stay and get my master's degree at my school and keep studying with my teacher and my mentor in Oklahoma.
Wait a second, a pageant scholarship?
I know, it's a little scary.
Was there a baton involved?
No, but there could have been.
Oh, okay.
With fire, even.
Yeah.
But I chose to sing. I think probably everybody in the first row would probably be very relieved to hear that. But I stayed to get my master's degree in opera because it seemed to be something I was excelling in. My teacher just kept pushing me and pushing me. And I would go to what they have national teachers of singing competitions and win. And, you know, I was just like musical theater girl and country girl. And then she was opening up my voice. So I stayed, got my master's degree, ended up winning an award at the Met Council auditions.
Which is very prestigious. I mean, a lot of people like Susan Graham, Renee Fleming, it completely launched their careers.
I know. I just crack up because I can't believe that happened. I'm thrilled that it happened because it led me to an audition for Academy of Vocal Arts in Philadelphia, which is one of the top conservatories in our country, whereupon I was accepted. 2 weeks prior to that, many people have heard this story that know me. 2 weeks prior to that, starting that school, I came to New York to help my friend Denny move into his apartment, and thought, hey, I'm going to go to an audition for Broadway. I mean, you know, just to see what it's like. I wasn't a member of the union, so I had to wait like 5 hours outside the Equity Building. They finally let me in and sit with like all the old guys out there, and people watched, and the guy finally came out and said, we forgot that you were still here. They let me come in. Charlie Repoli was the director. The show was Animal Crackers at Paper Mill Playhouse. I auditioned, and they said, who's your agent? And I said, my dad. I don't really have one. I didn't. And he sat me down. He said, you need to seriously consider what you're doing. I said, well, I'm going to be an opera singer. He said, you need to think about that. So I made a decision. I came to New York and started doing belting comedic roles with lots of dance. And it's been such a path. You know, last year I did Candide, and I'll be doing Alice in Wonderland at the LA Opera. The opera career is kind of coming back around, and I never stopped training that way, ever. But being on stage for me, I love doing all the film and TV, but being on stage for me is the place where I feel most at home.
Well, you're one of the few people that can actually go back and forth. There was a recent article in the New York Times about how the detrimental effect, according to the writer, of the American Idol voice. There's a really full-out belting type of thing on Broadway, and how that's different. And you were actually mentioned in the article as someone who kind of does it right, according to the author. Has the Broadway and the opera, how have they affected each other? Are you just able to do both and sort of switch gears?
Well, I do try to switch gears because, you know, I am a theater performer, but to be honest, sometimes I don't. I get frustrated because I feel like that sound, that kind of yelling, screaming, over-amplified sound is what is being pushed. And I'm just not that kind of singer. I'm a trained singer. I do 8 shows a week. I do many different things with my voice. So I would love to come back to Broadway, but I can't really come back in Rent or Shake, Rattle, and Roll, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not dissing those shows. Those are wonderful shows, but it seems like that is where Broadway is going, and I don't really, that's not my main interest. The first thing that's of interest to me always is the story, and then the second thing is the music. And just, I love American Idol, I'm a fan, but you know, those voices, some of them are not trained, and they're gonna poop out on them,
right.
You know? So I think we see that and experience it on Broadway, and I'm speaking out about something here that's a very touchy subject, but the over-amplification of voices and the constant belting with no other color in your voices, I'm not a fan.
Ethel Merman didn't need a microphone. She
didn't need a microphone.
She could hit the back of the house.
And she had personality. It's like you look at Patti LuPone and Liza. Their voices, what I hope to be and what I strive to be, and like Bernadette does, their voices are an extension of who they are. That, to me, is when you can't speak anymore, you got to sing, and that's part of being an actor. So that's where I feel for me, musical theater really works. I hope to come back real soon. I get to come back do the Apple Tree at City Centers, which I can't wait. But you know what it's frustrating to be an artist like me in today's world for Broadway.
Let's talk a little bit about movies. You have a couple coming out.
Yeah.
Bewitched.
Bewitched with Nicole Kidman.
Do you have powers?
You know, I can't stay away from the witchy thing. I don't know what it is.
Oh, right, of course. You had powers in Wicked,
yeah,
right?
Or I didn't actually have powers in Wicked. I tried. My poor Glenda just couldn't get it right. But I actually don't play a witch. She plays Samantha, and I play her next-door neighbor who becomes her very big supporting pal. And that's not Gladys Kravitz.
I was about to ask. It's not her.
No,
oh, okay.
no, but
Loved
I just
her.
become her pal. I do too. I would have been happy to play Gladys Kravitz. But it was a fun part, and she's really an amazing person. Really an amazing person.
And Pink Panther. With Steve Martin.
Working with my idol, Steve Martin. I play a French tart publicist of a soccer team who witnessed a murder. All my scenes are with Steve and the French actor Jean Reno. And it was very fun, and he was so giving. And when you say, people just forget that not only is he just incredibly funny and gifted comedically, but he's a terrific, terrific actor. He's the real thing. He is, to me, the comedy genius of our time. So if anybody can take over the role from Peter Sellers, it's him.
And having fun on the West Wing?
Yeah, learning so much about politics. More than I ever wanted to know. No, I do love it. I'm playing the media consultant in my part, Annabeth Schott, as in Bang Bang.
I see.
Keeps growing and evolving, and it just seems to be the right fit right now. I'm really, really having fun. Of course, I love working with Richard Schiff, Martin Sheen, Allison Janney, I mean, John Spencer, Bradley Whitford. They're all so special. Josh Molina. They've embraced me, and I think they're theater trained, and it's kind of show where you either hop on the bus and step up to the plate, or you're going to get left behind. And it just seems to work. I'm having so much fun.
Well, TV, movies, the Broadway stage, you just keep going and come back and visit us, okay?
I will. Thank you so much for having me back.
It's great to see you again. You're going to sing for us.
Okay.
Taylor, the Latte Boy?
Yeah.
A little Java? All right, good.
Bring me some joy.
All right, here, let's do it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristin Chenoweth.